The Grim Lord here, and this is Grimm's Comics Corner. We're doing something a little different. We're gonna start spotlighting some of the more indie comics, like labels like Marcosia, Aspen, stuff like that. And we've been talking about this for a while, but we are gonna do it. Still gonna do Evil Ernie. Still gonna do stuff like that. Still gonna do the regular comics. Don't worry, boys, and all that crap is still going. But we're focusing on indie comics at least once a week, and today's is Discord. This is a comic from Marcosia, and it's a complete volume, so check that out. And you can go ahead and support them at Marcosia by buying both of the bundles. They've got two bundles from Marcosia up there on Groupies. One is an indie bundle, one is a Marcosia bundle. They're both the same. Buy them. Not saying they're the same as in they have the same comics, but they're like two parts of a whole. So if you want to pay 20 for one and 20 for another, that's $40 worth of comics, or just, whatever you can. They have tier lists, so if you only want to get a couple, you can get 5 here and 5 there. It's whatever you want. But anyway, you get full volumes, and they're a little older, some of them, but it's supporting creators and get some really good stuff, that's not Marvel or DC. Hopefully not woke. A bunch of different stories, some mature. And we're going with this one right now, which is Discord. And let's go ahead and just get started. Remember, that's groupies.com. Hopefully this isn't going to cause trouble. If it does, it'll be on Rumble or BitChute or something else. We'll see. Discord, lack of unity or harmony among persons or things, disagreement, argument, friction, strife, conflict, or war. Yeah, we're not going to go through all the different things here. Writer-creator, Paul J. Salamoff. Artwork cover, Giuseppe D'Elia, or Delia, I'm not very familiar, Leah Novak and Harry Marcos. That's, of course, Marcosia Comics, so there you go. Special thanks. A lot of people there. Check them out. Ed Mark Waid, of course. He's hit or miss for me. He believes he met Superman in real life. It's a really interesting story about that. Okay. Oh, I didn't know he was editor-in-chief at Boom at one time. Okay. Paul J. Salamoff isn't one to run from a challenge, that much I can tell you. I haven't known Paul that long, but his fearlessness as a writer and creator absolutely radiates from him in person. During the first lunch we had back when I was editor-in-chief at Boom Studios, I told him point blank that the odds of him, or anyone who wasn't an established name, getting a project launched through us were microscopically slim, and 2 minutes later he was showing me his portfolio of pitches anyway. I didn't take that as defiance or obliviousness. On the contrary, I was impressed by his enthusiasm. Better yet, I was impressed by the ideas. Still, it's not on Boom, though. Paul knows what a story is and how to tell one, has a very good grasp of drama and character, and all that was evident in his work. Ultimately, my dour prediction was right. We never did get a Boom launch worked out for him. But that wasn't a reflection on the material, and I'm thrilled AAM Marcosia followed through. Discord in particular struck me that day as very clever twist on standard superhero tropes. As he pitched it, it resonated as a story of optimism cloaked in dread and terror. Moreover, I could easily see where Paul and Giuseppe could use it as a platform to say some very subtle and clever things about personal identity, loyalty, and camaraderie. And sure enough, they've done that and more, as you're about to see. Yes, Discord is a tale of adventure and heroism, but there's a creeping nightmarish quality to it as well, and if you have a soul at all, there's going to be some places that make you squidgily uncomfortable as its pages rustle awake some of the freakish, skittery primal fears we all have about hanging onto our fingers and toes, and, well, just read it, you'll see. The challenge before Paul was to find something new to be said about and with the science fiction genre with the comics medium, and I think he's acquitted himself spectacularly. He's also permanently colored the phrase one-man super team with horror. But again, I don't want to spoil anything, just read it. Mark Waid, Fortress of Solitude, Los Angeles Annex, 2011. So yeah, this comic's quite old, but we're going to read it anyway. Chapter 1, Rebirth, Part 1. International Space Station 2. Every story has a beginning. This is where my story ends. Solaris, watch your feet! Rah! I think you made Sinu mad. It's all you, Massive. Damn, that stings. Iridian, we've got to get the crew to safety. No problem. I'll take over from here. Wham! Slam! Massive, now! Who wants the honors? Luck fancies the lady. Bam, bam, bam! Thank you, Team Warhammer. If you hadn't arrived when you did, Sinu would have killed us. That's what we're here for. Have a safe journey back to Earth. Will do. As team commander, you should be the one standing proudly out front. I'm not the team leader. I'm only filling in until Emma's healed. Besides, is there anything wrong with a little humility? No, but we both know that's not the reason. Let's see. You missed one hell of a send-off. You guys are the ones who deserve the praise. Can we go home now? You're the captain. You guys strapped in? Roger Wilco, boss. This is Warhammer 1 to base. Moira, do you copy? I was starting to feel left out. Well, then maybe next time you'll think twice about taking on Dr. Armageddon by yourself. You're lucky a fractured wrist is all you've got. He had it coming. Well, he doesn't pay the medical bills. Look, I don't want to fight. I was just worried. Did everything go all right? Don't worry, Emma. Your little honeybee did fine. A natural leader. Whatever, Sasha. That reminds me. Teresa was looking for you. Hey, no names on an unencoded transmission. Relax, Warren. Nobody's listening. They're all too busy twittering about the Epsilon 3. Great. What wonderful thing did they do now? It appears they thwarted another attack on Wall Street by Manta. I guess saving a multi-billion-dollar space station means shit then. I guess so. That's fine by me. Let the Epsilon 3 have all the glory. Less of a headache with the paparazzi for us. Speak for yourself, Warren. I now have to listen to more crap from my brother. You know how much he likes to gloat when they grab the headlines over us. Just be glad you're all coming home in one piece. I'll take that as a subtle hint to get moving. Bingo. We'll see you in a few. Warhammer 1, out. Computer, take us home. Disengaging from station dock. Engaging thrusters. Half speed for approach. Make sure there's nothing there. Okay. Oop. Too fast. So, this little bar slut says, does everything on you grow? Typical. Well, yeah, of course. So I say, all right, lady. The last one who wanted the maximum impact couldn't walk for a week. Could you two be any more crass? Let the man finish his story. So anyway, I get the hussy back to my room, and not even 2 minutes later, she's tugging at my pants. So I start to do my thing. Yeah? So then she all of a sudden stops, and her eyes look like they're going to burst from her skull. Then she says, get this, not that. I want your... beep, beep, beep. Oops, excuse me. Warning, warning, hull breach. Activating emergency shields. What the hell? We've got a breach on the rear starboard engine. Did we hit something? There's no way we'll make re-entry with the Warhammer buckling like this. Computer, disengage re-entry and return to manual control. Re-entry disengaged. Warhammer 1, why have you deviated off course? Emma, we've got a code red alert. Something's wrong with the starboard engine. Find out what the hell is going on back there. This isn't good. Hey, Warren, we've got a good-sized tear. Those shields better hold or we all toast. Can you determine the cause? What the hell could have caused that? Hold on. I think I see something. We're venting O2. Shields are starting to fluctuate. If we don't get that hole sealed, we're not going to make it. It's got me. Come again, Solaris. You broke up. Ah! Solaris, what's happening? It's Sinu. He's here on the ship. Beep, beep, beep. Initiating light jump in T-minus 20 seconds. No! Delay that order. We can't jump. We don't have coordinates. Is that actually belay? I think that's belay. No, belay that order. We can't jump. We don't have coordinates. Computer, cancel the jump. That is a direct order. Oh, okay. I didn't realize it's counting down there. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, vroom. It was over before we knew it. We warped into uncharted space directly into the path of an unknown ringed planet. We had no time to react before we hit the upper atmosphere at full speed. The Warhammer 1 burst into flames as we spun in a death roll towards the planet's surface. Then we were dead. All of us. Bits and pieces of Team Warhammer littered the alien landscape like the discarded trash from a roadside picnic. Rustle, rustle. The indigenous life forms of this curious planet, the ones I would eventually know as the Zyreme, were inquisitive about the wreckage. They came out of hiding en masse to examine and study the bizarre object that had burned through the night sky and disquieted their peaceful existence. They found metal. It was unusual to them. Then they found us, or at least what was left. One of the Zyreme entered the scorched-out husk of the Warhammer 1, and, as if by magic, was able to supply the dead ship with power. It gained access to our computers, and with this unknown knowledge it understood. Oh, well, and access to our records. You know, sometimes the panels aren't great. That's when the idea originated. The idea that soon took form. Who? What am I? Discord, Chapter 2, The Return. Who am I? What am I? As my memories began to flood back in, it is still these questions that plague me. I don't know how long I've been away. Days? Weeks? Months? The constant rise and fall of the twin suns makes it impossible to gauge the passing of time. The only reference I have is watching the Zyreme rebuild the Warhammer 1. The Zyreme have been good to me. We fortunately have the ability to communicate, and they seem to be benevolent. I trust them, and they appear to trust me. I can take you now. Thank you. Even though I'm alien to them in every conceivable way, they seem to understand a certain need I require, a certain closure. They may not have a concept of friendship, but they understand I have an obligation to fulfill. Miles was my friend. As was Lewis, as was Sasha. The Zyreme took me to a special place beyond their city, an area where the ground was more gel-like than rock. It was here they allowed me to bury the dead. The Zyreme had the ability to solidify the gel into a material harder than stone. My escort offered me one of its appendages. Its tips secreted a chemical that could dissolve the solidified gel. Miles Pearson, a.k.a. Solaris, 2003 to 2027. It took me a long time to master writing, but some things are worth taking the time. Sasha Edmonds, a.k.a. Iridian, 1992-2027. Louis Swain, a.k.a. Massive, 1996 to 2027. Warren Kimball, a.k.a. Chromatic, 1997 to 2027. Besides, time doesn't matter to a dead man. Hello? Anything? Not yet, Teresa. When do we stop hoping? Never. My Zyreme escort informed me that the repairs to the Warhammer 1 were completed and I was free to return home. But what kind of home will I find for me when I arrive? All systems running within acceptable parameters. I sense hesitation. I'm afraid. Afraid? How can I face them when I can't even face myself? How can I explain this? Words. It's not that simple. Yes. They haven't invented enough words for the story I've got to tell. As my ship rockets out into the unknown, I head off for an uncertain future. Computer, calculate coordinates for return jump to planet Earth. Calculating and locking in coordinates. Confirmed. Warhammer 1 prepared to jump on your command. Initiating jump. Computer, what is current Pacific Coast time? 1:43 a.m. Good. I will alert base that we are on final approach. No, belay that. Come in on stealth mode. It's like Where have you been? I didn't mean to scare you like that. I was hoping you'd be asleep. What's happened? It's too horrible to tell. Where are the others? They're here. They're right here. They're dead? Yes. You have to make me understand. I don't understand. You have to. You left me for over 2 weeks and you come back like this? You have to tell me. No, don't touch me. I'll tell you. I promise. I promise. How are we going to tell the others? What others? The others, their family. Ken, Teresa. Oh no, Teresa. What? She's coming by today. She wanted to pick up some of Sasha's stuff. What time is it? 9:30. She's going to be here any time. What do we do? I could hide. She's going to see the Warhammer 1. Besides, what do you expect me to do? Lie to her? She's going to know there's something wrong. Then we tell her. We might as well get it over with. Have you looked in the mirror? Your face, Warren. You have her face. It's not my fault. Is she gonna be okay? Eventually. I want to run some tests on you. Dead? What do you mean, dead? There's no reading, Warren. Look for yourself. That's not possible. I'm alive. What did they do to you on that planet? I'm alive. I don't know what you are. I'm glad I have you to remind me to take off the uniform every once in a while. See, there's nothing wrong with blending in. Why haven't you asked me yet? Asked you what? To kiss me. How do you know I was going to? I can see it in those eyes of yours. You might have the others fooled that you're shy, but I can see right past that facade. And what exactly do you see in my eyes? I see someone who loves me. What are you doing? I'm not ready for that. I just want you to leave me alone. A day ago you couldn't wait to see me. I just need to sleep. Don't make this more than it is. What? Did you find me hideous? Disgusting? Don't bother, Emma. I got it. No. Get a load of this freak. He barely looks human. Knock, knock. Please, please, come inside. I don't know why I'm here, Teresa. It's okay. I'm glad you came. I know we don't know each other too well, but Sasha talked about you a lot. I know she loved you very much. Did she suffer? No. Good. I gave her a proper burial. I wish I got to say goodbye. I want to do something for you, but I don't want to upset you. I want you to close your eyes. Oh, wow. I love you, Sasha. Where's your wallet, asshole? Take his jacket! What the? Leave him alone if you know what's good for you. Moonshadow! Hey, Moonshadow, go for... Slam! Have anything witty to say before we do this? Help! Help me! Come on, you could do better than that. I'm sorry, don't hurt me. What's the magic word? Please? No. There is no magic word. Wait! You may need to go to the hospital. Ken, wait! Chromatic? Where the hell's my brother? Discord, Chapter 3, Mosaic. I don't believe you. Doesn't matter if you don't believe me, it's true. Get up. Ken, I said get up. I want you to show me. Show you what? Miles had a tattoo on his left calf. Show it to me, if that's what you want. I'm sorry, Ken. Shut up. You're coming with me. He was my friend, too. We're going to the nearest mental hospital to have it amputated. What? Have you lost your mind? You can't amputate my leg. It's not your leg. It's my brother's, and I'm going to bury it and give him a proper funeral. I told you, I buried him on Vega Minor. I don't give a shit. Ken, you listen to me. You have to stop this right now. No doctor is going to remove my leg. Then I'll do it myself. Stop! What are you doing? Picking wings off a fly. Stop! Stop! Wham! Stay down, Ken. I said stay down. You're as stubborn as your brother. Wham! It's not my fault. Can't breathe. You almost killed me, Warren. You almost killed me. Meanwhile, in a secret military bunker. Here's the final count, Colonel. Everything appears in order. Very good, son. Report to Beta Squad. I want you leaving the left flank. Thank you, sir. Dismissed. Well, Mr. Weston, seems that your investment is about to finally pay off. That should make your stockholders pleased. What will make them pleased is once Operation Downfall is complete and we've realized our financial goal. It's always about money with you. Well, we can't have personal vendettas like you, Colonel. Some of us like to make money. The root of all evil. Precisely. Time is money. Well then, shall I give the order? This is your show, Colonel. That it is. Prepare Scepter. Wow, look at that thing. I've been waiting a long time for this day, Alexander. And when I'm finished, together we will rewrite history. I don't want you looking at me. Warren, I'm sorry about last night. I'm just having a hard time dealing with this. Can we just start over? I don't want your pity. I want to help you. And how do you plan to do that? My heart? Oh, excuse me. I don't know, but you're still the man I love. It was your soul, your heart I fell in love with, not what you looked like. My heart? Well, I hate to break it to you, Emma. I don't have one anymore. It's just a lump of useless tissue. Don't say that. I'm not the same man you fell in love with. I buried him on Vega Minor. I'm just a patchwork of remnants from past lives that no longer matter. That's not true. You matter, not only to me, but to the rest of the world that you have sacrificed to defend and protect. What good is a chameleon that can only change part of his body? You're not defined by your power. But I'm not a hero anymore. I'm a monster. Warning, attack in progress. Team Warhammer, assemble. Computer, Team Warhammer is assembled. What is the nature of the attack? Attack in progress in Washington, D.C., United States. Ground and air assault led by unknown forces. Citizens of the United States, in a few hours you will see the true spineless nature of your president as he begs for forgiveness at my knees. Take comfort that when you wake tomorrow in the dawn of a new day, you will be citizens of a sovereign leader who will uphold the ideals that this great nation was once founded on. My God! We've got to stop this. Hal, Team Warhammer is done. There's still the two of us. You're in no condition to fight. Don't tell me what I'm capable of. What are you doing? I'm gonna fight and I'll take this whack job myself if I have to. Then you'll be dead, just like the rest of them. I'd rather die trying than hide like a coward. I'm useless without my powers. I'm not a coward. Oh, it says you don't need powers to fight like a man. I am not a coward. I am not a coward. Damn. Okay. 2 years ago. Ready for your beating, Slenderella? Are you ready for yours? We're putting a team together. You're the kind of guy we're looking for. So where do I sign up? Show us what you got. Congratulations, you're Team Warhammer. Discord Chapter 4, Rebirth, Part 2. Mallet, I can only disrupt their equilibrium for a few seconds. Kinda busy, boss. Where the hell is what? Did you oversleep? We were about to rename the team Epsilon 2. Where the hell have you been? What's his problem? Commander Price, send in the Razorbacks. Yes, sir. Boom! Clear me a path right to the front door. Commander McPherson, this is Warhammer 2. I'm locked on targets and ready to engage. Good to have you, Warhammer 2. Neutralize targets at your discretion. Beep, beep, beep. Incoming missile. 10 seconds to impact. Damn it. Come on. Click. No. Are you alright? Emma, are you okay? Warren? You came. It looks like you're getting the hang of it. That's good. You might think otherwise when you see the comm room. What's with the get-up? You look like a bank thief. I needed a change. All black? You might piss off the Void if he finds out you're bogarting his look. Can we talk about fashion later? We've got to get you to a hospital. For this? No way. I'm good to go. Emma! There's still work to do. Lieutenant, gather up the forces. We need to break through now. Yes, sir. Forward command tent. Tangent and Dragonfly are advancing from the rear, and Prism and the Wombat are taking on the advancing left flank. If the Epsilon 3 can coordinate efforts with Commander Dunham and 4th Battalion, then we should be able to hold them fast and push them back. Where can we be utilized? Who's your friend? It's Chromatic. Son of a bitch! What the hell are you doing? We've got unfinished business. This man killed my brother. We need all the help we can get, Moonshadow. That's not true. There'll be plenty of time to settle your differences once we've taken out Scepter. The time to finish is now. What the hell do you think you're doing? We've got a fight out there. I'm not sure we can win, and you're fighting amongst yourselves? My brother's dead. So are a great many others, son. So you better get your head on straight, otherwise I have no need for you, superpowers or not. Just keep him away from me and we won't have a problem. I'm sorry, General, I wasn't aware of any of this. I don't know what the hell is going on here, but don't let it affect our goal. The President is counting on you, and God knows we need your help. You've got it. Kaboom! Emma! Warren? I'm right here, baby. You are blindly defending a government that doesn't care about its citizens. You're wrong. I'm proof. We're screwed. There's nobody left to stop this asshole. We're still breathing. I hate to rain on your sunshine, boss, but Scepter just kicked everyone's ass with one fell swoop. There's got to be a way to stop him. I'd certainly like to hear it. Emma, is the Warhammer operational? Huh? Yeah, I think, but she can't fly. I don't need her to fly. Ken, I'm going to need your help. With what? She said the ship doesn't fly. You're going to do exactly what I say. Do you understand? I said, do you understand? Yes. Emma, you're going to have to stay here. It'll be safe, I promise. Where are you going? I think I know how to put a stop to this. It's too dangerous. You always wanted me to be more like you. Here's my chance. Where's your remote? Please don't leave me again. I'll always be with you, Emma. Now listen up. The teams have reassembled to take the White House, and you now have complete control over our entire army, as you requested. They will only respond to your command. Excellent, then let's make history. We're not done here yet. Who the hell are you? I'm the one who's going to stop this madness. A and B Squadron, take out this piece of trash and don't leave anything left over. I was hoping we could do this ourselves. You wanted to fight me? That was the idea. Son, I'm at least giving you a fighting chance. But if you want to flush that down the toilet for a piece of me, by all means. A and B Squadrons, stand down. Ready when you... Wham! You can't get away. Playtime's over. It sure is. You fool! You just trapped me in here with you. Exactly. Moonshadow, now! Warp! What did you do? I told you I was going to put an end to this. You've done nothing but delay me. Once you're dead, I'll finish what I started. And what's that? Revenge? Chaos? The world needs chaos. It needs discord. It reminds us to appreciate what we've lost. And what have we lost? We've lost our sense of right and wrong. Well, you don't get that back with a gun. I'd use my hands if they hadn't been taken from me. Maybe we've both lost too much. This deactivates the defense shield. You'd kill us both? We're already dead. What are you doing, Warren? This wasn't part of the plan. It was always the plan. You don't have to do this. Maybe it will help us all get some closure. I've been in the military my entire life, and I know when I'm looking in the eye of a killer. And I'm looking straight at you, son, and you're no killer. You're looking in the wrong eye. No! I'm sorry, Emma. No! I hope you can forgive me. What the? I thought we lost you. I'm alive? I guess I'm not going anywhere. How about home, Flash? Warren! Hey! I love you. Please don't ever leave me again. I won't. But there's somewhere I need to go. Come with me. Even though Warren Kimball is dead, as I stand here over the graves of my fallen friends, I finally realize how lucky I am to be among the living. As Warren, I had always defined myself as a guardian, so now it's my responsibility to protect their memories. Not only will they live on solely in my heart, they will live on through me. I am their guardian. I am Discord. Supplemental. Okay, so it's got some TV writing credits. The Dead Hate the Living, The St. Francis Vale Experiment, Alien Siege. He wrote Sinbad, Rogue of Mars. Non-fiction books on the set, The Hidden Rules of Movie Making Etiquette, and a complete DVD book, Design, Production, and Marketing. He's done Vincent Price Presents, Roger Corman Presents, Black Scorpion, Puppy Power, Bo Obama, and the critically acclaimed Logan's Run Last Day and Logan's Run Aftermath, both written with William F. Nolan. Okay. He's working on Wes Craven's The Breed and Hollow Man 2. Okay. Worked on such films as Legion, Bobby and Starship Troopers, Marauder. Oh, wow. This guy's worked on a lot of stuff. Worked on the Festival Darling, Down for Life. He's been involved with the Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Horror films for over 12 years. Wow, he also produced video game, TV, web development videos, and trailers for GNet Media. Working on such high-profile projects as The Adventures of Tintin, Bulletstorm, which still isn't DRM free yet. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Mafia 2, it is DRM free. Mass Effect 2, obviously not DRM free, but very highly requested. Gears of War 2 and Dead Space, which is DRM free. Let's see. Giuseppe, Delia. Gordon Link, also a penciler on numerous issues of Lazarus Lead and issue of Hammer. He worked on Assassino and Clay miniseries, as well as issues of John Doe, Glee, Annie Perduti, and Una Piramide nel Deserto. Okay. He's worked on The Librarian, Return to King Solomon's Mines, and The Ghost Fighter, and Unit Prime Salvage. He's working on another title for AMM Marcosia called Danger Tours, which I do not have, I believe. Chromatic. Okay, so a little bit about the team, guys. Chromatic, ability to change colors and shape to blend in with the environment. Warren Kimball, he's 30 years old. Chromatic is shy by nature and doesn't like the spotlight, but has decided to use his powers for the betterment of mankind. Hiding behind a mask helps, so there's the ability to change his appearance at will and blend in with the world. Warren sees his abilities as defensive and sees himself as the protector and father figure of the team. He is currently in a relationship with Emma Lockhart, aka Moira. After years of working together, they fell in love and have been seeing each other for over a year. Unlike Warren, Emma's a bit hot-headed, and this tends to add strain to their relationship. This is compounded when their entire world is turned upside down. Moira, ability to create and control water. Emma Lockhart. Moira is the leader of Team Warhammer. She enjoys being a hero and has always encouraged Warren to embrace his powers. She came from a loving family, and Warren reminds her of her now deceased father. She desperately tries to behave herself and keep herself reined in, but out of everyone in the group, she doesn't understand that there is no I in team. When Chromatic comes back to her in his patchwork state and walling in his loss of identity, it's at first extremely difficult for her. She is someone who knows who he is, and to have him be so lost and confused scares her and fills her with self-doubt. The only way she knows how to deal with this is to overcompensate, which leads to her getting mixed up in situations she can't handle on her own. Solaris, ability to handle the harness, the power of the sun. Miles Pearson, he's 24. Solaris is the youngest and newest member of the team. He has a twin brother, Ken Moonshadow, who is a member of the super team, the Epsilon 3. Miles and Ken have a healthy sibling rivalry, thus the reason they signed up to different teams. Without competition, what else do they have? Solaris is a tad on the young side emotionally and tends to cause problems with his act first, think later mentality. It also doesn't help that he's gravitated more to the fame hog Lewis than to the more even-keeled Warren. He loves to party and he loves to drink. Moira took an instant liking to Miles because they are certainly two sides of the same coin, and she always tries to sway him to her side during Warhammer strategy meetings. Iridian, ability to control the light spectrum, including infrared and ultraviolet. Sasha Edmonds, 35. If Warren is the father of Team Warhammer, Iridian is its unofficial den mother. She's as tough as they come and certainly can hang with the boys. Very much a tomboy and a lesbian. We did find that out in the comic itself. She was always on the front line and enjoys a good fight. Having lived her life in denial because of her parents' disapproval of her sexual identity, she saw her superpowers as a way to break free. Ironically, her abilities helped her parents come to terms with her and now can accept her for who she really is. Currently, she is in a committed relationship with Teresa Dean, who does not possess any superpowers, but is in awe of her lover's extraordinary abilities. Massive. Ability to change shape and size at will. Louis Swain, he's 31. You would never suspect that Louis Swain is the heaviest man on Earth, considering he looks like the poster child for Weight Watchers. But that's what makes him so formidable. You never see him coming. With the ability to increase or decrease his size and body mass at will, He sometimes confuses being the big man with having a big head. Frequently using his abilities for extracurricular activities, Lewis has gotten a reputation around town as being a ladies' man. Greatly enjoys it. Hey now, look, I have no, like, I'm just gonna be honest with you, folks. If he can do it, he can do it. He's like, you want muscles? Here's some muscles, and he's just like, boom, and he's a bodybuilder now, and then he can just go back to regular if he wants to get in through a door. You ever seen that video where they take the sticky note and they put it on the back of the bodybuilder's, they put it on the bodybuilder's back right in the center, and the bodybuilder, his back is so large that he can't reach it. Like, he's sitting there trying to do everything in the world to get to that spot on his back, and he can't do it, and the guy's just sitting there laughing. So this guy, though, he can be that big, but he can also change himself back to normal, so he can actually take the sticky note off. So that's a really good power to have. And yeah, I'll bet that he can really get them ladies. He can carry them all. Like, they just a bunch in one arm, a bunch in the other, and he's got all arm candy on all the arms. So good guy. You know, I wanted to see more of these characters because I liked the way the comic was going before they all got destroyed. It's like, damn. Moonshadow. Ability to harvest the energy of the moon to distort gravity on Earth. Kenneth Pearson, 24. Ken is Miles Pearson, aka Solaire's twin brother. They have a very competitive relationship, have chosen to work for different superhero teams. Moonshadow is Epsilon 3, as we talked about, to keep that sibling rivalry ongoing. They do care very much for one another and have that special bond that twins have, including finishing each other's sentences. Identical in every way except for their powers, Ken is also very cocky and emotionally immature. This causes a number of problems with Warren because Ken isn't adult enough to handle the implications of this tragedy and blames Warren for his brother's death. Sinew. Ability to mimic anything it touches. Made up of a mass of blue-green, super strong tendon-like strands, Sinew is an alien entity bent on keeping space free of humans. Doesn't care for him very much. And it says that here too. He doesn't care if the people of Earth stay on their planet. He just doesn't like when they venture out to his domain, space. He frequently attacks space stations and spaceships that encroach on what he feels is his universe. Well, he needs to fucking get over it. Having the ability to absorb the characteristics. We gotta have Sinew in therapy. It's like, well, why do you feel that space is all yours? What about all these other planets? We need to have him on Dr. Phil. Let's see. He frequently attacks space stations and spaceships that encroach on what he feels is his universe. Well, again, he'll get over it. Having the ability to absorb the characteristics of anything he touches, Sinew tends to stay in a relatively human-esque form when fighting or eradicating the people of Earth. It's only when he is losing or consumed by rage that he'll choose more exotic appearances. Virtually indestructible, he can be subdued. Ironically, the universe he loves is also his Achilles heel. The vacuum of space is like a drug to him and puts him into a lulled, coma-like trance when he's at peace with the universe. Oh. Thus, he is only wakened when ships steer too close to him and jar him from his slumber. Well, just put him in one area and say, here, you can sleep, we won't fuck with you. And put a bunch of, like, signs and stuff around and say, hey, don't go past this part, you idiot. And he'll be okay. See, we fixed it. Everybody's happy. The Zyreme. Unknown. The bulbous and tentacled Zyreme are a seemingly benevolent race that inhabits planet Vega Minor. They are curious by nature as well as altruistic in their endeavors. They're actually pretty cool. They might not look so much, but they are. They have no abilities to travel from their planet and are quite surprised to find a massive space cruiser wrecked within their forests. Possessing amazing telekinetic abilities, they are able to access mechanical and organic things and comprehend their structures on a submicroscopic level. All their instruments and dwellings are organically grown, but they have the ability to manipulate the gel-like substance they use and change its molecular makeup to suit their purposes, thus giving them the ability to make metal to fix the Warhammer 1 and tools to reassemble Chromatic and resurrect him. Scepter. Okay. He is a super cybernetic, enhanced powered terrain engagement robot. Enhanced superhuman abilities with weapons and tactical expertise. Secret identity. Colonel Roland Lesseur. 52 years. Oh. Scepter is one of the Earth's greatest villains. Utterly psychotic, Colonel Lesseur is also a military genius. Having served in the U.S. military doing special ops, a botched military operation caused the death of his entire squad and left him a full amputee. He blamed the very government that he sworn to protect has made his mission to extract his own brand of revenge on the extract would also work, but exact his own brand of revenge on the country that he believed betrayed him. Using his amassed knowledge of war and technology, he created a near indestructible robotic body for himself, as well as an infantry of robots to do his bidding. His superior military mind is a force to be reckoned with. Discord. Combined abilities of Chromatic, Iridian, Massive, Solaris, and Sinu. Warren Kimball, but he possesses the memories of Iridian and Sinu. Age, various. When the Zyrene, well, I guess we can go through this. When the Zyrene assembled a human form from knowledge they gathered from Warhammer 1's computer, they used the head and most of the torso of Chromatic. Part of his head and his right leg were salvaged from Iridian, and he has Solaris' left leg and Massive's right arm. Finding that the leftovers of Sinu could be used to bridge some gaps, the Zyrene used parts of the alien enemy for the rest of his chest and missing left arm. Calling himself Discord, Warren discovers that he can possess his powers, though rendered mostly useless because now only part of him can morph and blend in, as well as the powers contained in each part. But Discord is far from a superhero. He hasn't the will or dive to reteach himself how to use these new powers. He sees himself as a Frankenstein-like monster made up of parts of his friends that he cared about. He knows that each one of these friends have families of their own that might not be too fond of him existing as a freakish reminder of their loved ones' horrific deaths. Warren always saw his powers as defensive capabilities. He liked being able to change who he was and blend into the world around him. Not only can he no longer do that, he can't hide at all. To add even more burden, his new abilities gave him powers that he never wanted, ones capable of incredible destruction. At the hands of someone verging on self-destruction, having these types of powers only compound the complex emotional burden. When he initially returns to Earth, Warren doesn't even know if he wants to continue being a hero any longer. He's as lost as one man can be. In his mind, he has no more identity. Due to the use of parts of Iridian's brain, his consciousness is now a jumbled up mishmash of himself with memories of both Iridian as well as Sinu, whose alien mind has infected his as well. Okay, and we have a gallery. Many artists lent their talent to Discord in its infancy, and this section showcases their very important contribution to making this graphic novel a reality. Here we go. Look at that. Neil DeMonte. He's worked storyboards for Van Helsing, The Mummy, and Rambo 4. Remember that Rambo 4 scene where dude just takes out everybody with a fucking anti-tank gun? Holy shit. Well, it's a turret. It's a turret gun. I think he takes out like 100 men. Yeah, this guy storyboarded that. Gate of the East Wind of Praxis Comics. He also created artwork for the video game Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. That was actually a pretty good one. The Phantom Menace movie was not good, but the game was pretty fun. He's a sought-after musician and tour drummer with jam band Satellite Party, including Flea and members of Jane's Addiction. Oh, wow. Star Drive, featuring James Iha of the Smashing Pumpkins and Perfect Circle. Ooh, big fan of Perfect Circle. And it's played in music events including Lollapalooza, Coachella, and South by Southwest with Chris Vrenna of Nine Inch Nails and Tommy Stinson of Guns N' Roses. Definitely love those two bands. Great bands. Okay. Oh, look at this. I like that. Anthony D'Echedue? Okay. Was born in Morristown, New Jersey, and is an alum of the prestigious Joe Kubert School of Cartoon and Graphic Art. Okay, what has he done here? Principal art for Stan Lee, Walt Disney Home Entertainment's digital motion comic series, Time Jumper. Oh, he did Mortal Kombat vs. DC Comics. Remember those? Profit with writer Daniel Corey at Danger Cat Creative Studio. And Hollywood with writer Steve Tatiosin and Vem at Sweatshop Media. Not very familiar with that. Okay, look at these. Cool. All these storyboards. Augusto Barranco, Miami, Florida. Let's see. What did he work at? After graduating, what did he work in? After graduating with a bachelor's degree, he jumped into the film industry as a conceptual artist for a number of studios, including Sony, DreamWorks, ILM, Paramount, NBC, Warner Brothers, Imagi, Hasbro, Rhythm, and Hughes, and Titmouse Animation, and Obsidian. He has been hired to develop the visual style of the new Transformers Prime TV series for the Hub. course, we don't know what he's doing now, but that's what he was doing then. Okay, and that's all we got, guys. That's it. 129 to 129. So that was an interesting story. I haven't really heard anything like that before. Read anything like that before. Rather, you haven't probably heard anything like that before. But, man, it was different. It was... I mean, there were some progressive elements, like, you know, her being a lesbian. That really ain't... It's not a big deal. I mean, I'm not... Oh, it's... No. It's normal. But yeah, dude... That was pretty crazy. I kind of wanted to see more of the team. Like, I wanted to see more of Warhammer, because I thought that was pretty cool. But the fact that, yeah, he got destroyed, it felt like it was a very fast story. Like, basically, it was episode 1. You know, like, he basically, you know, was created by the aliens, and after he got created by the aliens, he goes to meet his former lover, and all of a sudden there's some crazy general that goes into a robot, and he fights the general and the robot, and then that's it. It's over. There's nothing else. Now, there's apparently Tales of Discord. I don't know if that's connected to this, but if it is, we'll read that maybe next week, because this whole thing kind of interests me, and I think it might you as well. I don't know how much you guys are for hero books, but I do like hero books. I like hero books when they're doing something different, and that's what I think this comic does. Discord really does something a little strange in comics. I see why Mark Waid liked it, but of course Boom didn't. I fucking don't know why. But at any rate, this is Grimm's Comics Corner. And you can pick this up at Groupies. I'm not sure if it's this volume particularly, but I know the Tales of Discord is available. So go ahead and pick those up if you like them. And remember, some of your profits are donated to charity. So that's cool, right? At any rate, I am out. We'll see you next time.